Victory is now.
Whoa! I'm happy about this. I'm happy about this. First Esmeralda of the season, despite being teased so much. Their eyes on this turtle. Here comes the lantern flare. There was a flicker. Renegade goes after the back with a raging sandstorm. Ukir was able to cast a feathered airstrike. They're trying to go for Jome, but Jome was able to escape. They do, however, pick up Super Yoshi. Let's see if Omega manages to find one. Jome. Okay, he got left behind, but was able to out Renegade. And the Hitman is gonna fall down. Jome still manages to stay alive as Edward soaking up the damage of Falling Star Moon. Connecting onto 3. Brings down Yoshi. Back potential again. Jome still able to hold his own on the gold lane, but Aurora set their eyes on this turtle. Here comes the lantern flare. There was a flicker. Renegade goes after the back with a raging sandstorm. Ukir was able to cast a feathered airstrike. They're trying to go for Jome, but Jome was able to escape. They do, however, pick up Super Yoshi. And brings him down once again, up against 5. Aurora is literally dominating.
Yeah, Yoshi missed his entry bad. Flicker with the fist break into air. And Omega was just scrambled in that fight. It was a perfect lineup, but it just...
Airstrike shots, the HP bars were more than 68-70%. Oh, Edward up against 5. If he stays alive, this is going to be amazing. But Omega wanted to go for that crucial engagement here. Aurora knows where every single barangay member is hiding. Renegade just looking for the perfect opportunity to zone out Jome and Ukir. And that was just a flawless play from Aurora. Didn't give Omega a chance to look at the turtle. Extending their lead to 6K, 7 seconds before the Lord spawns. Let's see if Omega manages to find one. Jome. Okay, he got left behind, but was able to out Renegade. And the Hitman is gonna fall down. Jome still manages to stay alive as Edward soaking up the damage of Falling Star Moon. Connecting onto 3. Brings down Yoshi.
Unfortunate again.
Mega. And eventually get the kill on Super Yoshi.
Looking at the items, Esmeralda did go for sustained cooldown reduction. Good old Enchanted Talisman and Oracle. Andori goes in.
Biggie Shadow kill. Not gonna be enough though to bring down Dominkite. There was 4 members of Aurora to share the damage.
Look at Dominkite, very healthy with the items right now. Corrosion Scythe, DHS, Golden Staff, and even a Magic Blade to give him a little bit more sustainability from the magic damage dished out by Ukir.
All you need to do is technically just stay alive as Dominkite. You're golden.
Yeah.
Right? They're just waiting for that Lord, waiting for the top lane to push as well. There's Renegade. It's like for an engagement, don't forget. Doesn't have flicker, 15 seconds out. Holy Shields pop down bottom, and Omega makes quick work of that Lord. Still alive in this game. If they manage to find a huge angle set up by Super Yoshi to catch Aurora by surprise, they can replicate what they did against Twisted Minds yesterday.
Okay. Oh, Omega's comeback here has to come from an error of Aurora. Unless Andorio goes in, somehow finds a really good angle to shadow kill into the back, somehow bring Dominkite and or US so low that it forces Aurora to react and Omega will go there. So they'll either do it from Punish or from Andorio, just somehow getting a very good ultimate at the right time.
Andorio, Edward, oh my god, everything connecting the evil Queller to finish off Andorio. And now if you're Andorio, how are you going to pull off a solo Wiki Shadow kill when Dominkite is literally surrounded by 4 bodies? And Edward, there's just no fighting Edward now. Yep. You can't 1v1, 2v1 this guy. It is so crazy how big this Esmeralda has gotten here. And don't forget, you also have to worry about so many others like Dominkite. You have to worry about Demon Kite. And Yue just Crimson Beaconing over your head. It's such a difficult lineup to face, especially when it's 1v1, 2v2.
Yeah, unfortunate for Omega is that the Esmeralda pick came in here where Esmeralda beats the Hilda. You'd need longer sustained damage, but the Harith now is once again soft. If you want to consider it a soft counter, maybe a hard counter, but they should put it as countered by the Esmeralda. That even though Jome hasn't died here, Edward's just so happy, which means Yue and Dominkite are even happier because they don't have to worry about their front line crumbling.
Look at the map though, they're trying to make a wraparound happen. Okay, let's see. It's gonna work though. Let's see if it's gonna connect us so far. Super Yoshi's been not hitting the mark, but Yue was able to just flicker out. No more initiation for Omega. Goes in with a Crimson Beacon and Lantern Flare and punishes Super Yoshi. Aurora picks up one more.
At least they tried.
Aurora sticking to their guns here. And obviously, they are having a lot of fun. 12K gold lead. Man.
This is more than a stomp at this point. This is
is-
I don't know any other words more than stomp. A stomping.
The stomping.
They're hoofing. Oh, they don't have hooves. It's not a liquid
They're
game.
behooved. There you go.
Hooved. They're straight up busted, bro.
Alright. The big question on Omega's minds right now, how do we deal with that front line? It's too crazy. Renegade is always a threat. And they're just going and they're making it happen right now.
Every single one of them threatening Omega. Bottom turret will fall down. They still have the Lord. Omega just has to worry about that. Renegade has his flicker ready. Can initiate at any given moment, but they're gonna wait for the minions up top and onto the middle lane. Super Yoshi waiting for the perfect opportunity for the fist break, fist crack combination, but the falling Star Moon connects onto 4, and they bring down the inhibitor turret in the middle lane.
That put Luis in half as well as Okir and Andoryu. That is not a joke.
Feathered Airstrike already used up, but Renegade counters out with his ultimate, and now they managed to get Super Yoshi. Edward again with the falling Star Moon to zone out Lewis. They have minions and Dominkai just trying to deliver the damage onto the turret. Omega was able to clear it out, but Aurora has a fat wave of minions in the middle lane.
They're just going for it. I don't think there's any stopping them right now. Even tanking up that turret damage. And Edward's on the front.
Another beautiful setup for the Northern Lights to see the end of the tunnel and win game.